Welcome to the show tonight. Got some crazy old pictures from 1858 California. So this is the 1800s, and they look pretty old, these buildings. Landscape doesn't look too developed, so I wonder what's going on here. Here's a couple people sitting on a church. Look at this old wall though, that's interesting there. Columns and the arch on the door. Yeah, this is really neat. Hello, how you doing? Lemonade, what's going on? Look at this one. Look at that's an old door there. How's the sound? Can you hear me? Hello, sweetie. How you doing? Yeah, so here we go. Look at this. This is an aqueduct. Thanks. It's good to hear. A full aqueduct. This is in the 1800s in California. Old world California. Like, so what my point is, and my theory is, I think there was a lot more going on here in North America than what they tell us. And then they wiped it out and then reset it. So, because this is a monastery. Hey, how's it going, Mohawk? This is a monastery, or monasteries in, I think, I don't know what it's in, but in California in the 1800s. And look at how old some of this shit looks. It looks very old. There's some of these doors are, look at that, there's aqueducts there too. Like, and they look destroyed, so how did, what happened? That's what I am asking. You know, that's what I'm trying to find out. Hey, Buddha Freak, what's going on? Nice to have you in my stream, buddy. I'm just chilling. I like to look at, I should be doing this on my history channel because I literally got history stuff and I got the beats going. And because I've been doing the painting shit on this one more. But it is what it is. Whatever. I just felt like coming on live and talking to you guys. I haven't been really on for a bit. Oh yeah, it's totally the way they tell it to us is completely false. Like this is this is a picture from 1800 in California. And it's yeah, it looks to me like some more is going on there. You know? Yeah, so do I, man. It blows me away. I've got some really cool old shit here too to look at, like old lithographs and that. I really do. Like I look at it for hours sometimes. Here's the horse and donkeys. There's a nice old church. Oh no. Oh shitty. Yeah, old burrow. How's it going, Teal? Yeah, I bet. I bet. I gotta give her a call. Look at this old church here. That guy looks creepy as fuck, eh? That doesn't, like, that guy doesn't, you know, I don't want to go to see this guy when I'm looking for God. Don't think so. I really don't want to be finding this guy. Look at that. Wow, that's a pretty amazing one. Like, look at, it's a big, like, I don't know how they built it, would have built it. I don't know. It's with just a dirt road and stuff, it's crazy. There's another good picture. That's the inside of it, I guess. That guy probably isn't doing, he's probably not doing very good things, I bet. Going behind those closed doors with his little robe there. Wonder what's, it's probably a trap door. Yeah, these guys aren't, oh, is he? Oh man. How you doing, Athena? That's too bad. But it happens, man. I've gone through real bad depression at times. Like, really bad. So, and one of the ways you cope with it, hey, Brittany, one of the ways you cope with it is, you know, substances, right? There's an old looking building. Like, see, this is the kind of stuff they stumbled on in the 1800s. That's like, these pictures are like recon pictures of like, okay, what's down in this place? How's it going, Shadow? What's up, buddy? These are like recon pictures, you know? So they're like, because these dudes flew in on their fucking balloons and shit, man. They had balloons back then, 1800. Before then, they had it. They probably had them in the 1500s, what we would think as the 1500s, like 300 years ago. They had balloons flying around the fucking world, man. Yeah, or they render over it with geopolymer. There's a guy, Paul Cook, and he's been doing a lot of stuff. He actually made his own geopolymer materials, and all it is just you're using like minerals, calcite and whatever other kinds of minerals that are found everywhere, It's alchemy, and you heat it or you transform the product, and you could make things like cements that are harder when they dry, right? It's like the pyramids could have been built with just molds. 2 people could have built them pretty much with molds and a wet sort of a wet substance that hardens. You could have built any one of these monuments. So, hey, Tropical. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I've been pumping out the videos pretty much. Trying to put out 1 or 2, like one every day sort of thing. I've been going deep into the old one, the Deadbird Highway. That's a pretty crazy video. I wish I could tell the whole story on that. But we'll save it for a couple of years down the road. But you'll probably get it. But yeah, it's we got lots of footage on those trips. Oh, really? Same purchases, not sure why it's doing that. Oh, well, thanks for trying, buddy. I appreciate that. I'll see what's up. I'll keep working on it. Maybe I have to send you the link. Maybe I gotta send you the link or something, or I don't know. Cause yeah. Anyways, hey Tommy, what's up, buddy? And thanks, Smokin'. I appreciate you the try. Hopefully it'll work. It's all good, buddy. We're back at work right now, so I'm not super happy about it, but it's okay. We showed up to a shit show, and that was facts. Fuck, Danny went to Tool on I guess it was Monday night. So Tuesday he shows up, and he hadn't slept, and he's a carpenter. So we were waiting for the trim to get placed on the walls so we could fill it and caulk it and then paint it. And the trim is like the door casings and stuff. And yeah, he wasn't cutting very well, so we'll just leave it at that. And the place was a mess. So today we just cleaned it and got it ready. Then tomorrow all the tools will be out, and yeah, we're gonna have probably a pretty long day tomorrow. So no, I don't think that'll happen. They got kids, man. You know, they're a team. They're a power couple, right? They're like bound at the hip or something. That's what I get. So you know. Okay, let's continue with some of these pictures. Wow, look at that. The Grim Reaper. But see, look at this. This is in the 1800s and they're finding it like this. What the fuck happened? What happened, man? That's what I want to know. What happened? Look at this one. It looks bombed out. Yeah, dude, we got a pretty rock and roll crew, that's for sure. But on a good sense, dude, a couple years ago, man, the crew we had was fucking amazing, dude. We had Captain Dave, and he was the head foreman, and I was under him. And then we had Corey, the kid, who was the carpenter. And this kid is fucking smart. He can fix anything when it comes to carpentry. He's just great. Yeah, it was good, man. And dude, I used to do all like the stuff we were doing the other day. I used to do all that stuff on my own, like 40-foot ladder work on my own, without harnesses and with on Sundays, so I wouldn't have to run into the safety guy. You know, like fuck, man. It's crazy shit. I had with this one time. I had this guy Ben. The first day I met him. I had him climb up on the roof with me, and we're at least 100 feet up with a drop. And I got him to sit on my legs while I hung over the roof so I could paint a fascia board like on the siding. So I was hanging over the roof like doing a sit-up sort of, but backwards. So I'm hanging off the roof, and Buddy's sitting on my legs, and you just thought I was a nutcase. But it was kind of funny. We got along great. He was a good kid. Yeah, I'm well, at first, when I was a foreman first with John, because I was still doing dope at the time, I had to make sure I worked harder than everyone, and that I was better and faster than everyone, and I was. And I worked longer than everyone too. Like, just when you do that, you can work lots of hours, right? And that's what I did. And so but I was an asshole, man. Like, I fired Glenn's kid because he was texting when he was standing on my ladder. He was there for the wait, but I was pissed off because he wasn't watching me. And I'm like, fuck, no, man, fuck. So I fired him. He got hired about a week or two later back, fuck. But oh yeah, there's this other guy lasted 2 hours. I hired him from the shelter. He said, oh yeah, I painted before. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I get out of the car, and I'm like on go mode. So I get out, like, okay, grab the ladder, get it over there, Glenn, get the trays, but like I'm boom, boom, boom. And the guy said to Glenn told me this after, he's like, is this guy always like this? Sort of, and then so I had to go up onto this wall, right? And so I had the pole, and it was extended, like it was probably 15-foot extension pole, and so he was on the ground, and I would pass him the roller, and he was to guide the roller in the tray and roll it for me, and then pass it up to me. And the first pass, I rolled once, I went up, then I passed it down to him. The first one he did, he rolled it one way, and the paint went over the tray, it all went over the tray onto the ground, and then he pulled it back the other way, and it went over the other way onto the ground, and I fucking fired him right there. He's like, man, get this fucking guy off my site before I fucking get livid. Because they had to take the hose. Hey Tino, how's it going? I had to get the hose out. We didn't have it on a drop sheet, so fuck, whatever. But yeah, so I could be an asshole too. I even made Lorraine. Because she didn't read the label on the paint, and I made her clock out of her hours, and I made her paint the whole place again. Like, it was probably an hour and a half. I made her work an hour and a half for free. Because she didn't read the label. Okay, buddy, thanks. I appreciate that. I definitely can use it. But yeah, for sure, man. That's cool. Yeah. But something, Lorraine is the best painter I work with now. I wouldn't want to work with anyone else, to tell you the truth. And even today, we had a guy there, and I just told John that I go, listen, just have us there tomorrow. Because I don't mind being the foreman with guys and that, but then I got to start, and I don't mind teaching, but then I feel like I'm not working, right? And I get it, it's a trade-off, because, me just working or me getting 4 people to work properly, I'm probably worth getting the 4 people to work properly, but sometimes I just want to, put the headphones on and just get to it, right? But I think like a boss too, so I get pissed off when I see guys standing around, but I don't take breaks like everyone does. Like, I'll work and then I stop when I want to, sort of thing. So, but I mean, my work, the way I work, it's justified because I work hard, so it doesn't matter. But so when I see other people doing that, I get pissed off, and it's just funny. So that's why I like to just get Lorraine and we go off and we get our own, like, we get our contracts given to us or whatever, and we bang them off pretty good. Sometimes we need to call some help in, but most of the time we don't. But, you know, a lot of times, hey, Backdoor Man, what's up? Yeah, dude, my wife loves it. I couldn't get her not to now. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm telling you, when we got together, I was working, and she said she wanted to contribute, and I'm like, okay. And I was being sort of facetious, I'll admit. And I was in the shelter at the time, and I went downstairs and I got a pair of hard boots, I got a vest, and I got a hard hat. And I said, okay, we got to be on the site at 7 for your orientation, because we were still doing bigger commercial sites at that time too, right? So I was a foreman on this site, and it was a big site. So we were just cleaning up, you know, so we weren't 100% back then. That's all I'm gonna say. But she came in, and first job I took her to, she wouldn't go out on the scaffolding, and now she shows up the guys on our crew, dude. She's better than the guys on our crew, hands down. So yeah, I do have her working, and she loves it, and it's cool. I get to work with my best friend, so what about it? You know? Like, we do good work when we want to, all the time. Like, we just, because you know something, Lorraine was probably the best person I've ever trained too. I've trained a lot of people, and she's better than I am at a few things now. So okay, here, let's go. Let's change the music a bit. So yeah. See, Mexicana. This is California. I would be depressed if I could it work. I didn't understand that there, Brittany. Some old Chinese guy. Look at this one. It looks pretty bashed out, this old place here. So yeah. This is all old California in 19 or 18 something. 18, what is it? 1858. An old arch. Like, look at how old that is. So if that's in 1858, when did it get built? You know, if it's in California, that totally blows out whatever they told us about history right there. That building, see, the buildings don't lie, you know, they don't, man. The buildings, you know, they tell you, like. And the thing about buildings, a lot of them are in sacred geometry. So there's codes in this shit. Oh, you like to? Yeah. I'm trying to sort of get a little bit away from the tools. I'd like to be a little more exclusive. I like working, but I want to find a better way to get paid is what I'm sort of looking at. Or different work a bit, but I do like working with my hands. So If I started, if I like, I should just paint more is what I should do. So, and then just transform into painting, art painting more than, so I think that's what I'd like to do. Look at this, look, it looks like they got guns. Or I don't know what they're holding. Look at these guys. 1800, yeah, they could have had some kind of gun. Yeah, they, well, she has businesses. She's an entrepreneur. She's a business owner. So that's 24/7 work, dude. And that's the smart way to do it, because honestly, working at a job is a lot of work, and you trade your time for money, and it's usually your time is, you only have so much time. You can always make money. You know what I mean? So yeah, Mary. Some of us are blessed, eh? You know, I saw this girl on TikTok or whatever it is, or Instagram, and she had these things that pull her cheeks to give her like a fake facelift, and it's like tape. It's like duct tape on her face, and then elastic goes around underneath her hair, and then she puts all this makeup on, and then you can't tell that these things are on, and she looks like a 10 now with the makeup. But when she doesn't have that on, she's pushing maybe a 5. And so I looked on her little thing for a minute, because it intrigued me. I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. So, but whatever, makes you feel good, I guess. But it's like catfish items for sure. And so she has this husband that looks like he has money or whatever it is in her videos. This is from the 5 minutes of research I did on this woman. So she says to her husband, like, "Oh, I'm gonna paint the house," and he comes home. He probably has never seen his wife without all her makeup and everything on there. That's what I'm getting to. That's what I got from it. Like, she probably sits at home, makes these videos, and he has no idea. And every time he comes home from work, she's all dolled up by the time he gets home. Does her little thing. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's the thing I got from it. I don't know why, but it really intrigued me how far she was willing to go to change her appearance. But I guess people, I guess it's in all of us, but I just found it different. So, yeah, there's some more columns and shit. It's pretty crazy. There's the sheep. That's us, guys. That's what the people over there on the one side of the conflict, those people, this is what they think we are. Just saying. But yeah, check this out. All blown up. There's a nice villa, ranchero villa. Yeah, exactly. So and Danny makes money from the art too, so I think, look at these guys right here, like, look at all them, eh? Talk like my accent. Just kidding. Yeah, so I just thought we'd pop through this little old book that I found. I just found it, and it seems like it was looking pretty good. Oh, wow, look at these old books, eh? Imagine what's in there. Imagine what's in those. Yeah, that's for sure. So are these buildings, alien. So I've got this page that I'd like to share with you guys next live. It's all the people that have had an unfortunate demise from interacting with Hillary and Bill. Oh yeah, there's a shit ton of them. And it has all their circumstances. Some of them have died from suicide with 2 bullets. Imagine that, eh? Suicide with 2 bullets. Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think we'll do that the next live. And then I'm reading the David McGowan's Program to Kill right now. It's pretty deep. It's not stuff I'd want to read on my channel because it goes into some subject matter that's not very, not very nice. But it tells how these serial killers were, it's all part of the plan, guys. Exactly. Listen, we're not here to talk about her finances, okay? That's her business. Wow, look at this place. Speaking of finances. Hey, how's that for a segue, guys? Look at that. Yeah, so do I, Lemonade. That's cool, thanks. I should be on the other channel because it's literally history and beats. Like, I've got the beat maker going. Like, I'll show you, see? So, but yeah. No, not yet. No, Lorraine's been just going there on her own. I'll probably go, I might go the next time. But, yeah. If I do that, I'm probably spending a night in Coquitlam then, and then picking up a fucking trespass. I don't really know if I want to do that. Maybe I will. Who knows? If my channel starts to blow up, maybe I will. For the views. With my luck, I'd get a B&E charge. Look at this place, eh? This is like, look at this architecture, man. Yeah. You like the urban exploring stuff? I do too. I like, okay, like that old chimney that we saw on, in Greenwood. That was amazing, dude. Those up there along the BC, that Deadbird Highway, there is some amazing stuff. I couldn't film it enough. So we're just up there for summer in a bit. Old Spanish Villa. This is still in California. should go on Halloween night. Oh, wow, Mary. That's, yeah, right. I don't think so. I take that stuff extremely seriously. Entities and things like that, other, like, stuff you don't see that go bump in the night. I take it extremely seriously. I don't like to fuck with that shit. Halloween is not a good night. Look at this. This doesn't look very spiritual to me, does it? This looks a little cultish, if you ask me. Look at this, and look how old it is, man. This was in the 1800s, so this is probably a lot older. Look at these guys, they're wearing turbans. That guy's in a turban, man. That guy's in a turban, dude. Think about that. In California in the 1800s. Yeah, this is a pretty creepy one. I haven't even gone through this book yet, so. Yeah, there must have been a reason for the size of these rooms and everything, man. They're really, it's like, look at this. Wow, this is a Masonic room if I ever seen one. Look at the two pillars there, Joachim and Boaz. There's the, oh yeah, this is occultist. This is very occultish. Yeah, they do, man. I'm telling you, it was like, okay, you know, the slave trade, it went the other way. It went like, they didn't bring people from Africa. They took people from North America, the indigenous people. They labeled them black and then took them to Africa and sold them up into Arabia. That was the slave trade. It went the other way around. Seriously, man. I'm telling you, man. The color of a lot of they've whitewashed so much of our history because there was cities and people here that had technology and civilization, right? Then they come over from Europe and take it over. So there was, you know, the thing is too is what they say were wars and everything. Sure, yeah, there's probably a lot of fighting, but when you see the pictures, they just look like it could be any army or anything. You know, you don't know who it is. You don't know what the uniforms are. They just say, oh, this is the soldiers from this going to do that. And it's very interesting, man. I follow this guy, David Ewing Jr., and he's been to all these cities and he's written all these books. And just, man, the guy just twists it right up, and he's very thorough. Same with the Old World Florida. A lot of their theories, they make a lot of sense. The guy, the archivist, that's another one. That's another good channel. And Kamaru Ahu, I think it's called. I can't fucking ever remember the name of his channel. I gotta write it down. But this guy makes amazing stuff. I should just yeah, I gotta just do a little post about him because he's amazing. No, but there's a lot of the indigenous here were very dark. There was a lot of tribes that had very dark, swarty skin. And even European nobility were dark. There was a lot of European nobility that was dark. It's twisted, Shadow. It really is. It's interesting. You know, when you look at it with an unbiased kind of, know what I mean? If you don't got any skin in the game, it is very interesting, right? Okay, what's going on here? These are all little. Okay, damn it. Well, let's finish off the night with, let's see. We'll go here. So, this is an old book, but check what I can do with it. Okay. Just a minute here. Oh, he already offered his son as a sacrifice to God, but he hesitated to draw the sword against his beloved son. It's a divine test from the heavens, and it must be done. Genie Allah. When Fatoli came to Italy, he was welcomed. So that's what this picture is right here. Right there. I got the translation. Pretty cool, eh? So I was in this book the other day translating some of it. Ancient times, the land of Africa was flooded, and a certain region, the flood was severe that it was called the Augean deluge, which is mentioned by the author Orpheus in his book I Cap T. Furthermore, false accounts of Noah were written. In the year Z222, fire fell from the sky, and it consumed the sheep and servants of Job, as well as his children. Soon after, his daughters were married and had children, and the firstborn son, each of the household, was restored. And that's in this one right there. What do I think? I don't know. I think it's, yeah, man, that's... Well, you know, the original, where they went in there and they had the tunnels or whatever they said and all this. It's like, okay, Al-Qaeda was funded by the CIA. So, the Hamas is funded by Israel. And that gives them justification. That's how they do these things. It's, you know, it's a bunch of, it literally is a bunch of the elites playing chess with people's lives and false stories so they can have land grabs and sex rituals. Pretty much, that's it. So that's what I think. Yeah, they're using them. They use these incidents to you know, maneuver public opinion, right? Why do you think they got fucking however many people to go take a needle in their arm and stick a cotton thing up their nose? Who the hell does that? Literally every channel 24/7 just said, take this, take this, take this. And people actually believed it. And still do. That's the power these people have, man. That's lesser magic or higher magic. It's magic. So, when things like this happen, you know, and they hide this knowledge from us or these events, it's part of the way they keep in power. I mean, this book, I could not translate this book with the regular Google Translate. And it wasn't until I found the AI one that it translated it. And who knows, that could be a bunch of bullshit too. You know, can't fucking trust any of this shit. Just like in Star Wars where they said, you know, if the records, how can that thing not be in the records or whatever? And then the kid says, well, somebody came and erased the records. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. I'm getting philosophical here. So this says, your horrible tusks rushing from the region of the fierce cultists have terrified all the inhabitants of the 4 concerned houses. Only one remains to bring news to the Father. I am Job. So, let's see here. We'll go back to it. This is the picture they're talking about. It's pretty deep stuff, eh, guys? I think it's pretty interesting myself. I don't know. Let me know if you like this translating shit, because I just found out how to do it. So I could do more of these. See, I mean, sometimes it doesn't get it. Sometimes it just spits out gibberish. Let's see what they say here. Once upon a time in ancient Egypt, there was a noble and powerful king named Babylonius. He ruled from the year 2407 BC to 17 BC. During his reign, there was a great celebration for his wedding. The wedding took place in a beautiful palace, and people from all over the world came to attend. So that's what that is, right there. That's his wedding. Okay, yeah. Okay, Gaddafi, yeah. But you know something? I heard that Libya, that they had a bunch of water there too, dude, and that they tanked it. Like this guy had some pretty cool plans to liberate a lot of people with this water under the desert, right? There's a lot of fresh water underneath there, and thanks, man. Thanks. I find this very interesting, Juicy. Yeah, I do. So this is the king's party for King Babylonius there. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it there. I can. If you really look at some of it, sometimes you can kind of understand some of the Latin, like some of the etymology of the letters, but it's hard to do a lot, like to really get it. I have to translate this shit for sure. So let's see it here. Okay, yeah, I've failed to find the translation. See, so and that's when, okay, so they failed. Yes, she is. They failed to find the translation for the flood. Like this looks like a flood, doesn't it? I think they still censor stuff. You know, these archives have censored whole pages on me when I've just been listening to it. It skipped over full pages. So, okay, so let's go back here. Let's see what this is. Okay. Mount Sinai, when the Lord descended upon it in the sight of the people, there began to be heard thunder and lightning, and a very thick cloud covered the mountain, and the sound of a trumpet was louder than more intense. There it struck fear into all the inhabitants of the camp. Mount Sinai was smoking as if it were a furnace, and the sound was heard. So that's what this one is. Yeah, so you're right with that, Shadow. There's a whole bunch of shenanigans behind that. The most crazy books? There's some pretty wild magic books in there. Like real deep shit. Aleister Crowley books. Oh yeah, there's everything you could. Oh, dude, and yeah, like, okay, think of who the people are that are running the archives. Okay, they're probably some of the most liberal university type people, right? Because some of the stuff that is on the archives too is stuff you don't want to click on. I'm telling you that right now. There is some stuff on here that is not cool at all. So, how's it going, Jasper? What's going on, buddy? We've just been looking at some old books and keeping it going for a bit. About an hour now, I guess. But yeah, I had some books we looked at this one from early California, 1800. And it just some old burnt out monasteries and shit, which is pretty cool. And then this one, I'm doing some translations. We're just sort of capping up here. But yeah, this picture here was translated to Mount Sinai. God sent thunder and the mountain blew up. This is an old Latin book. Let's see here, just a sec. Yeah, from 1557 it was written. And it's like history. So, okay, there's that. And we go here. Boom. And Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh and did as the Lord had commanded. Aaron threw his staff down in front of the Pharaoh and his officials, and it turned into a snake. So I guess this is some Bible stories in here. So, well, I mean, Bible stories are interesting, but I kind of wanted to go up a bit and see some of this stuff. What's going on with this? Oh, really? Oh, buddy, that sucks. Because that's like the only, in my opinion, the only ones that count, really. Sky was stretched out, thunder was heard, and hail mixed with fire fell to the ground, carrying destruction over the land. Such was the magnitude of this storm, never before seen in the land of Egypt. Since that time, that nation was founded. And the hail struck down everything that was in the fields, destroying crops, trees, in the forests. Wow. So that's that right there. And the guy's running. Fuck. No. Position. Fine. That sucks, buddy. Where was this? Like, is it on the news, or is it something that is just not on the news and you don't want to say? Because that's cool too. Yeah. No, I guess not. No, I don't think so, buddy. I think there was some. I think the Earth has changed significantly in the last, whatever, couple hundred, 1,000 years, say. I think they have added 1,000 years on the timeline, right? Could have been, yep. Or like some big firebomb, brimstone and fire, right? Like they say, fire and brimstone. That would sure cause some desert. Oh, Toronto, okay, buddy, yeah. When the leaders of the 12 tribes of Israel were setting up the tabernacle of testimony, Moses commanded them to bring offerings. So, okay, there's still Bible stories. So I guess, yeah, these are all Bible stories. There we go. There's the ark, probably. Let's see. On the first day of September, it is said that you will come to speak the people of God, but you are being rebuked by someone who speaks openly in these words. Have I not made it clear to you that I am not an animal to whom you always cut and tear? I am the third. Behold, I am not an animal to whom you always cut and tear. I am in the presence of... So, I can't understand that. So, but yeah, pretty wild shit, dude. Look at that guy, he's got horns. Either that or a bad hairdo. But yeah. Wow. Okay, well, let's just go a little bit longer here. And actually, let me see here what I got. I don't really got anything on deck. I got this one. I bet, buddy, I bet. Yeah, they are, eh? There we go. So I'll give you a little bit of a... There we go. Yeah, it is. And it's for sale, too. It's for sale. So we'll get all the information. But if you're interested, yeah, my wife's... And she'll do custom colors and that, too. If any of you guys are interested for anything for Christmas. Yeah. Okay, so look at this. In 2004, Gary Webb, a journalist, a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist, exposed CIA drug trafficking operations in a series of books and reports for the San Jose Mercury News. He was found dead on Friday morning in what the police said was an apparent suicide. Webb had been shot in the head twice. Suicide by shotgun. Okay? You want to see how many of there is here? Look at that. This is the Clinton body count. Yes, she will be making moccasins. Yeah, she will. She's doing all that stuff. So, yeah, man, we're just getting off the road or off the ground now. So, we're going to be setting up her own Instagram and everything. So it's just strictly the beading stuff. Got to separate it from my crazy shit. Definitely. But yeah, so I'll have, the information for that soon. But that's the plan. I'm going to lock her in a basement and have her bead. Okay, so what else is here? Let's see. Where are we going? Right there. Okay. 17 Marines, including 4 pilots who had been part of the Marine One squadron that pilots the presidential helicopter for Bill Clinton, died in an aircraft crash. Names not disclosed. Carlos Gigliotti, age 42, thermal imaging expert, worked on Waco investigation, found dead in his home just outside Washington, D.C. There was no sign of a break-in or struggle at the firm of infrared technology where the badly decomposed body of Gigliotti was found. Gigliotti had not been seen for several weeks. Yeah, no, there's a lot of those are my favorites in the archives. I've got here. I gotta go back. Let's see here. I'll show you. These are just the favorites that I got on deck for reading. There are all kinds of some crazy stuff here. Look, oh, here's an interesting one. Cocaine Consumer's Handbook. Look at this. Oh, what are these? These are all the cuts. These are all the cuts, the melting points, the capillary reactions, the Clorox results, so you can do the bleach test. Yeah, definitely. Definitely there, Athena. Yeah, I don't really want to get into it, but with the use of the methadone program, and things are a lot more stable. Yeah, the bitter tasting derivative of a cocoa plant. So yeah, this is the Cocaine User's Handbook. I don't know if I should be showing this on YouTube. Oh, the Cocaine Consumer's Handbook. Yeah, it's we both were both homeless and stuff, so it's a lot better, and it's good together. Like we complement each other a lot with this. We've had our our little ups and downs, but for the most part, we don't have ups and downs. It's mostly just ups. So yeah, so there's this one too, the Cocaine Handbook, we can get into at some point. Anyhow, thanks for popping in, guys. I appreciate it. I had a good live. Yeah, I've tried a bit of that. I can't get in. I don't want to get into it, really but I'm on the methadone program. But that's it. You know what I mean? I'll just, that's all I'll say. You know, I'm in Canada, right? You know how it works up here. Sometimes I've heard in Canada that if you go to certain pharmacists, they will pay you for certain prescriptions, I've heard. I don't know. It's just a rumor. Just a rumor. Anyways, I think I'm going to go, guys. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, well, you know, it's, I kind of, yeah, I wasn't going to go on the, yeah, I still can't talk about this. That's, yeah. Yeah, you got it, Six Nation. Yeah, I can't really get into it, sort of thing, you know what I mean? We do what we got to do to survive, man. Anyways, thanks, guys. I had a good time tonight, and please bless you. I love you all, and yeah, PayPal's up. I'll put the link in the description. I don't know, I'll put it in my next video, whatever. If you want, if you want to support the channel, right on. Cheers.